How's it going, guys? My name is Drew, for those of you that don't know, or Magnetic50 on Instagram. I'm going to go ahead and do a install on the LasFit Pro LED low beams on my truck. Okay, just for reference, I'll show you what the low beams look like as is. I mean, these are pretty bright, especially when you compare to stock. The light output's pretty nice. It's a nice beam spread. Everything's nice and even, and just overall way brighter. So I'm super excited to get these on, so let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get the inner wheel liner. We're gonna get that dropped down. It's pretty simple. There's 1, 2, 3, I believe it's 6/32 what you'll need. And well, there's actually supposed to be another one right here, but I'm actually missing that little pull tab, so that's one less thing we have to do. Okay, so once you got all 3 of those, you can go ahead and kind of finesse this little thing right here. It'll come down. Might be a little hard with one hand, but you know what? We'll try to make it work. There we go. Okay, yeah, I use my truck, so it's a little dirty. But right up here is what we'll be replacing. It's a little hard to see, but that whole little assembly right there will be coming out. Okay, so these are the bulbs I'm currently running, and it's also made by LasFit. And I'll put these two side by side. So the biggest difference, aside from light output, is this right here. It comes with its own little dust cover, and not only that, but also comes with the built-in fan, which is pretty cool because it replaces the OEM one. And actually, when I took that one off, there was a little bit of moisture, which is not good. And I know these will seal it all up correctly. One more thing I forgot to mention was this light compared to this one throws out way more light. This one throws out enough light, especially compared to stock, but these per light throw out 5,000 lumens, which for a bulb this size is pretty crazy. So once I get this one thrown on, I'll go ahead and show you the difference between this one, the Pro, and the one that I'm currently running. Alright, so what I found works a little bit better is to make your point of connection right here. And then what I would do is feed all the wiring, the excess right here, back into the headlight area. That way you have enough room to secure the dust cover correctly. Because if not, and you leave it in here, all this thing's gonna do is move around and potentially even pop off if you go over a bump or something like that. Okay, all the wires are up in there. I know it's a little hard to see. I'll try to move it out of the way. Everything's tucked up in there. It was tucked up first, and then I secured the light into place. That way there's not very many wires exposed, and it's easy to kind of just snap into place like this. Easy. All good. Here on the passenger side, this is the LasFit bulb that I originally had. This is a nice tight beam spread. And right here on the driver's side I have the Pros, and even right off the bat on the camera you can tell the difference. It's a lot wider, way more bunched together, just overall way brighter too. Okay, I got the new LasFit Pro low beams installed. It's pitch black down the street. Go ahead and throw these on. And this is looking through my windshield. My windshield tinted 50% all the way down. But even then, it lights everything up. It's pretty crazy. I'll go ahead and add on the fog lights too. Went from pitch black to looking like it's daytime. Pretty crazy. Okay, so I got all the lights dialed in, and everything went pretty smooth for the most part. Like I said, the best way to go about it is to make your connection and tuck the wires up into this little area over here. That makes it a lot easier to install. And this is what they look like. Pretty crazy. It's not even fully dark out yet either. That's the crazy part. They look really well. All the beam patterns are super even, bunched together. And this is what it looks like with the fog lights on as well. The color match is pretty on point, I have to say that, that's for sure. And another thing I really like about these specific ones, these are actually vehicle specific. They do make them for other makes and models, but these particular ones obviously are for the 18 and up F-150s. And also, if I haven't mentioned already, LasFit's actually one of my sponsors. So if you want to go ahead and snag a pair of these or anything really that they have to offer on their website, you can use my code MAG10, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description.